Yeah, hi everyone. Good morning. So today I'll start about Siebel order management. Okay. So let's start it. I'm sharing my screen. Please confirm once you see my screen. Okay. Yeah. Is my screen visible? This.
Yes, Sushil, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Sushil.
Yeah. This session is recorded. I'll share you the recorded link also. Okay. Like I'll upload somewhere and share you the recorded session also, so that in future also you can get refer this recording. Okay. Now, Siebel order management is hardcore mechanism where we implemented uh, in telecom domain. Okay. So normally when we buy product if the product structure is very complex, then the business go for civil order management mechanism. Okay. Now why this is? Because the product structure or the pricing mechanism of civil is is a very robust. Okay. So that's why the all the order management and are rely on the civil crm. Okay. Now are what are these things actually? Okay. Now let's understand what are these concept and what are these concept and how the things are working. Okay. So Siebel order management actually divided into two separate object type. Okay. Now, what are those two separate object type? So, one is non-order objects. Okay. And one is order objects. Now, what is non-order objects and what is order objects? Now, let's say, I'll say account. So, account is non-order objects. Okay. Contact, opportunity. These are non-order objects. Okay. Now, what are order objects? So, order objects are good, order, asset. So, the question is why we are saying that this is a order objects, this is a non-order objects. Okay. So, like it depend upon our data what we are keeping in our system. Okay. So all these objects which we are creating here, okay, let's say quote or let's say order or let's say asset. Okay, these are similar kind of objects or similar kind of record, and they are related to each other. Okay, how they are related to each other, I'll explain in some time. Okay, but these objects we call this as order objects. Okay. Now let's understand the non-order objects quickly, then I'll come back to order objects. Okay. Now non-order objects are like the demographic data, like let's say account I am storing. Okay. Now account can be of two kind. In civil order management, account can be of two kind. Okay. So what are those two kind? One is service account and one is billing account. Okay. So why it is segregated into two different accounts? Now, why it is so? Because now let's say Sushil Behra is a person. Okay. Now, when Sushil Behra is actually join, let's say I am using Airtel. Okay. Now, when I went to Airtel store, Airtel people collect my information. So all my demographic data, like what is my name, what is my date of birth, what is my email ID, what is my address, everything they kept as Sushil Behra. Now it is not 100% correct that I will only buy one SIM. I can buy multiple SIM or multiple services. Okay. So when I am buying a particular product, then they will create a service account on behalf of me. Okay. So the service account get create. Okay. Now once we create the service account, he I can buy multiple SIM or multiple services. I can think. Okay. So in that case, what happened is they will create a billing account for multiple purchases I do. Okay. Now let's say I have two prepaid and one postpaid. So for these two prepaid and one postpaid, they will be creating multiple billing accounts here. Okay. So let's say I buy two prepaid means I'll be having two different SIM number or two different mobile number. In Siebel, we call this as service number. Okay. So this billing account, like the number of services we purchase, the billing account will keep increasing. The n number of services we purchase, the n number of billing account will be creating. Because let's say I have a phone where bill is getting generated as 400 rupees. I have a phone where the bill is getting generated as 900 rupees. So the bill need to be get generated and it need to send to me so that I'll do the payment. So that's why they have segregated like this. The account they have segregated two different kind. One is service account, one is billing account. Okay. Now contact, anyway, for account we need to keep the contact, that is fine. Opportunity is prior to create our order. We need to specify that what exactly we are going to create, or like when I go to store. So before creating a quote, we need to specify that okay, this person came to us to buy this product. Okay, whether he will buy or he will not buy, that is not necessary. That if somebody is coming means he will definitely buy. Okay, he cannot buy also. He just came to store and he may query and he may go. Okay. So opportunity is something like we can capture that where he is interested in this product. Okay. Now if he will buy, we will convert this to quote and order. If he is not buying, we will just keep our data in UPT only, opportunity only. Okay. So these are the objects which we call this as non-order objects. Okay. So is it clear till now?
Yes, Sushil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Yes.
Now coming to order objects. So order objects is important to us in case of order management. Okay. So let's understand what is this order objects and what are the things done in our system. Okay. So before explaining the order objects, I will explain the product structure. Okay. So there is a object called product. Okay. Okay. Now let's say I am buying a.
Sorry, the voice is breaking a bit.
Is it breaking?
In between, there are some instructions, but now it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's understand the
Sorry,
product.
Sheila, I have one question before going to this order, okay, order
Yeah.
objects. So in the non-order objects, when we say account, contact, and facility, right? So the service account is get created and billing also get created. And this
Correct.
billing account will get created before order object or after order object? Because the billing will happen only once order is created and processed, right?
No, 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 no. Billing account we need to create prior to create the order objects. Like let's say I am going to create a code. Before that, the billing account should be get created. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll be
So this
creating
is
the billing account first. Then I'll be
mm-hmm.
creating the code. Then I'll be creating the order. I'll tell you why we are creating the billing account. I'll explain. Okay. So don't worry.
Okay. Thank you.
Now let's understand the product structure. Okay. So in the product structure, how like product means it is one more entity. The table name is s underscore prod int. Okay. So this is the table where we create the product. Okay. Now let's say I have created a record as plan 999. Okay. 999. Now, under this plan, it is not necessary that I will have only one services. Okay. So this is a product which I am creating as a root product. Okay. Now, under this root product, I can add multiple products. Normally in our phone services, how we plan, we buy a product. Under this, I'll be having unlimited talk time. So unlimited talk time became my another product. Okay. Now I have 2 GB per day data. Okay. So this is another product I have. I have Netflix 3 month or 1 month. Okay. So like this, I can have multiple products I under 999 plan. Okay. So here how the product structure is, there is a root product under which I can have multiple products. Okay. Now assume that I am taking 5999 plan 5555. Now plan 555 is another product, another root product where I can reutilize unlimited talk time plan. So the product structure is such a way that we can reuse these records in different product. Okay. Now let's say I have international roaming. Okay. So this is one more product where I am reusing this product in the plan 999 also, and I am reusing this product here also. Okay. So we can create multiple products, and these multiple products can reutilize under a multiple root plans. Okay. So product structure is similar, like this kind of product structure we can do. Okay. So once we created the product structure, then what we need to do, we need to create this under code. Okay, normally what happens now, we need to, before we proceed anything for order management objects, we need to make our product ready. Okay, once our product ready, then only we will be able to proceed the order management objects. Okay. Now coming back to creating of code. Okay. So what happens is we will be creating our code first. So when we creating the codes, so normally what happen is code can be created from two different ways. Some of the organization, they create from UPT itself, opportunity. Okay. So in the opportunity, I have entered what is my account detail, what is my what is my name, all these things I have already entered. When I have came to store, all these things they have already entered. Okay. Now here from the OPT, there is a button called create code. Okay. So they will simply create the button create code. Then what it will happen is all this account information or all this. Okay, this meeting will get to end quickly. I'll share you the Google Meet link in between. Okay, or this Zoom meeting I'll share again. You please join to that Zoom meeting one more time. Okay. So I was forgot that it will end within 45 minutes.
Okay. And please share the email only, Sushil.
I'll share through email. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Thanks.
Okay. Now what happened is, now this opportunity which we have created, this opportunity, from the opportunity there is a button called create code which will take all our demographic data and create the code itself. Now what is the benefit we are getting here is, we don't have to re-enter this information again while creating the code. Okay, so the code got created with account details and all. When customer came, what is the customer name, these things we have already entered. Now quote is divided into three different parts. Okay, quote is divided into three different parts. So one is quote, one is quote item, one is quote attribute. Now, what are these things? What is quote? What is quote item? What is quote attributes? Okay. So when I am creating a quote, let's say, okay, let me stop here. In between, I'll open my Siebel application and we'll join to one more session there. So what I was saying is the quote creation. Okay. So the first order objects we are creating is the quote. Okay. Now under quote we have three different items. Okay. One is quote, one is quote line item, and quote attributes. Now what are these things? Can somebody confirm my screen is visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah. So under like if we'll go to application, we can see that it will show the quote. Then under quote we can see quote item. Now under quote item we can see quote attributes. Now what actually these things, like these business entities keep? Okay, so under quote we can keep the data like for whom we are creating the quote, like what is the account details, which type of code we are creating. There are different kind of code. Okay, what is the code status? So this kind of information we keep in under code. Okay, now code item is nothing but these are actually we are keeping the structure of the product. Now I have explained what is structure of product. Structure of product means these are different product we kept. Okay, so all these things we will be keeping here in the quote item. Okay, so when I am going to buy a product, okay, or when I'm selecting a product, I will go to quote item and I will select a product from here. Okay, now what it will happen is, under header we call this as header. Okay, so this is header, this is item, and this is attribute. Okay, so under header we will be keeping the quote information, under quote item we will be keeping the product information. Okay, So in the quotes line item, what it will do is it will create multiple records for each and every product. Now let's say I choose a plan 599. So sorry, I choose a plan 999. Now 9999 plan is having 4 different child product. So in total 5 different products it will get created under quote item. Okay. If I choose 5 555 like plan 555, so it will choose, let's say 1 GB per day. So it will choose 3 line item for if I choose plan 5 555. Okay, if I'll choose plan 999, it will create total 5 different line item. Whereas if I will choose plan 555, then it will choose 4 different line item. Okay, so what it will do is in the quote line item, it will create multiple quote record, and these products will automatically get added by Siebel. Okay, how it is getting added, workflow detail I'll explain. Okay, I have the workflow detail actually. So those workflow detail I'll come back. Okay, if I'll start explaining workflow, then like it will be little bit uh, difficult for you to understand. Okay, so all these workflow detail I'll show you in one go. Okay, so what we are doing currently, we are actually creating the code first. Okay, then we are creating the item, and then we are creating the attributes. Okay, now code is nothing but header where we are keeping the account information, what is the type of code, what is the status of code, all these things we are keeping under code. Now under code item, we are keeping this product information. Okay, now what is attributes? So these two we have understood, what is code, what is code item, we have understood. Now what is attributes? Attribute is something like, let's say I am buying international roaming. So this is a product. Okay, now international roaming, what do we mean by international roaming? International roaming is something like when we go to outside or any other country, then my roaming should not be charged. Okay, now for this product we have attribute also. Now what is that, what does that mean? What does attribute mean? Okay, normally what happens when we create a product, if we have some different kind of product I want to capture. Now what does this mean? Now let's say I am buying a TV. So TV can be segregated into different category, correct? Like if I'll TV can have a category of a brand. Which brand of TV I am buying? So in under brand, I can give any name: LG, Samsung, uh, MI. So like this I can give. Okay. So this is a attribute for me. So under attribute, like under TB is a product for me. Okay. Where I can select as a line item, and brand is a attribute. I can specify that what kind of TB I am buying. Okay. And let's say color. Color is also a attribute. Okay, so I buy a green color, gray color, red color, black color. So what kind of color I purchased, so that is also an attribute to me. Okay, now let's say I buy a product. Now type. Type means there are OLED TV, there are smart TV, there are different type of. Okay, so these are attributes. Okay, so under product we can create attributes as well. Okay, now what kind of product this customer is buying? Now let's say international roaming. In case of international roaming, I can have country name. So my root product is international roaming, and my attribute is country name. Okay, so this country name is nothing but I can provide which country. Now, it is not necessary that everyone should take one country. Somebody can take Thailand, somebody can take Pakistan, somebody can take Sri Lanka, somebody can take US. So country name will be different, correct? So in the attribute, I can provide which country he want to enter. Okay. So this attribute is nothing but this is one more child item under the line item where we can specify any other value. Okay. So let's say I'll give one more example. Uh, let's say I want to uh, get a what is that setup box. Okay, so setup box is a different variety, SD plus, different setup box I have. Okay, so my product will be a setup box, and attribute I can define. Okay, which kind of setup box it is. So these are actually, and this setup box will have a IMEI number, like each and every setup box will have a IMEI number. So where I will keep this IMEI number, I can go to this attribute. I'll be having a extra attribute called IMEI number, and there I will be keeping the IMEI number for that particular setup box. Okay, so to keep all this kind of information, I stored in the attribute. So is it till now? Did we understood the structure? Okay, so under quote we have quote, then under then we have item, then we have attributes. Is it clear till now?
Yeah, see, Sushil, one question. The quote item is nothing but it's a product, right?
Yeah, product information it's stored. Okay, so
Okay.
what are the
So in this
products?
example, so in these examples and TV and international roaming and these are all the products, correct?
No, TB is the product, and brand, color, type, these are attributes.
Yeah, that I understand. I'm saying
Ah,
TV. TV
correct,
is a
correct.
quote item
Ah,
and brand, color, and all quote attributes.
attributes. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
what happens is once we entered these informations, we created the header, we created the item, then we created the attributes. Okay. Now, what it will do is now what it will do is the same thing will get copied to order. Okay, so how it will get copied to order? There are two different ways. Okay, so one is I can directly create the auto order. Okay, so under code screen there is a button called auto order. If I'll create the auto order button, whatever we have entered here, okay, so we have, like, think business perspective. If some agent entered a lot of things here, now if he want to go to order screen and create one more time these products, there might be a chance that he missed something. There might be a chance that like he will get irritated, same thing he is doing one more time. Okay, so that's why we Siebel gave already created a button called auto order. By clicking that auto order, we can create the order one more time, like the same value whatever we have present here, the same value will get create here. Okay, so it will get copy. So the structure wise, so order also having same thing. Okay, one first is order. Okay, the second is order item. and third is order attribute. So is it understandable? Like the same thing will get copy from quote to order, but here the table name get changed. It everything will get copied, okay, but the table name will get changed. So why Siebel gave these things? Like why it is creating order and same thing it is getting copied to why first it is getting the quote and same thing is getting copied to order. What is the reason behind it? Like it can done in a single business entity, like it can create under order itself. Why it is creating quote and then it is going to order? Okay, so the reason behind it is quote is the place where we can interchange the products. Let's say somebody told while deciding, he told that I want to take 5999, but in 999 also he don't want a Netflix. He's saying that okay, I don't want Netflix, you change this and give it me the Amazon Prime. So these changes also it is flexible under code. Even we can do this in the order also, okay, but it is more appropriate if we will do the change in the code itself. Okay, so there is under code there is a configure button. Okay, even in the order also we have this configure button. Okay, but it is better to make it ready in the code screen itself. Okay, so that is the reason we are creating the code. We are finalizing that okay, this should be your price. Like once we choose the product now, it will add all these product price and it will tell us in the code itself. Business functionality wise also code is something like it will tell us that how much price we need to pay monthly. It will come how much price, so that it will tell me in the code itself. Okay, so I can interchange the product, I can remove some product, I can add some more product in the code screen. Okay, so code is made for code business entity is made for this reason. Okay, now once the code is actually created, okay, then what we will do, once we have decided this products we are going to buy and the price which is I told is okay with me, then I will convert this to order. Okay, now what we do in the order? So in the order what we do is we actually do the validation. Okay, so once the order got created now, the status of the order will remain as in progress. The first when we create the order, the status is remain as in progress. Now from in progress, there is a validate button in the order where like this validation now, it is actually customized validation which we validate from our end first. Okay, now assume that I have a product called, now assume that I have a plan called 399, sorry, 333, and I don't have a Netflix available under this plan 333. Okay, now there might be a mistake done by the agent, correct? Like or he's like, let's say I am working in Airtel and somebody is coming to me, my friend is coming to me and asking that okay, you give me 333 plan, I'll pay 333 every month, but you just add Netflix under that, so I can add it, correct? So to remove this kind of mistake, that product compatibility, we call this as product compatibility. Now Netflix is not compatible with this 333 plan because it will be a business loss. Okay, so Netflix can add under 555 or 999. So those configuration we already did. Okay. Now, if somebody added the Netflix under 333, now we should have a validation check somewhere that okay, this is what this product is not compatible. We cannot add this product. This is not possible. So where we will put all these kind of validations in the order, we have a validate button. Okay, so all our customized validation, like whatever our business related validation, we will be putting in this place, validate button. Okay, so once order got created, the next thing we'll be doing is validate. Okay, so once we click the validate, what it will do is it will go and check all our products one after another, and it will consider, or it will tell us that whether this order can be fulfilled or not. Okay, so this is what we call this as validate. Okay, so there will be a validate button. Once we click validate button, we have a customized business service. Like in different organization, different concept they have implemented to validate this. Okay, so what it do is it will read all these line items. It will check whether all these line items are compatible with the root or not. Any business validations I want to implement, it will be done in this validate button. Okay, and the order status, once it gets success, it pass all the validation, then the status will get changed to validated. Okay, now once my order got validated, now what next, what it's supposed to do next? So once order got validated, then what it will do is it need to go for external system for fulfillment. Okay, so this validate button is nothing but this is internally we validated. Okay, now external system, there are like for order fulfillment there are external systems also present. Okay, now those external systems do couple of things. Now I'll give you example what are these external system and what are their role. Okay, normally these things like creation of code, creation of order, creation of asset, these things are done in Siebel side, but Siebel don't have a provision to enable all these things. These are data we are keeping in our system. Now let's say I am taking a prepaid connection or I am taking a broadband connection. Okay, the data entry we did in our Siebel system, but who will enable this? Okay, enable means let's say internet. Now internet, there should be some other hardware where we will be do the plugin or will be enabling that this sim should active, then only he can start using. Okay, so those are external system. Okay, so those systems actually enable for us. Okay, now what are these kind of external system? So let's say the one kind of external system is order management system, OM. Okay, so any order we create from our Siebel side, first of all it will go to a order management system. Now depending upon different organization, this order management system are different. Okay, some of the company they are using order management system, some of the company they are using FMW. FMW is the Oracle product. Okay, so these kind of systems they have. So when we are submit this order, once order got validated, we need to submit the order. Submit the order means we are sending this order to external system for validating these orders. Okay, so this order, can somebody confirm I am audible and you are clear up to this?
Yeah, Sushil. So you are audible. We have
Yeah,
a few questions also. Probably once this process, so the overall this details are done, then we'll ask the questions. Yeah?
yeah, okay,
Once
no
the
problem.
flow is done, then we'll ask the questions.
Yeah, okay. Now what happened is, now from order it will go to external system called as uh, order management, FMW, anything. Okay, Now what it will do, there are couple of external systems we have. Okay, let's say order management system, then BRM, Granite, and let's say WFMS. Okay, so there are different external system we have. Okay, I just noted couple of names. Okay, now name can change in different organization. Okay, now what does this particular system do? Order management system or FMW system? What it does actually? Okay, so this is a interface call we are doing. We are doing web services integration here. Okay. So any kind of integration we are doing. Okay. So whatever data we have created here now, like order, under order, we have line item, under line item, we have attributes. So whatever structured we have, we will simply send this structure to this system first. Okay. So order management system or FMW system, we will send it. Now we have a larger XMLs here. Okay, a bigger XMLs we have. So we have, let's say I have the order details first, then I have the line item details, then I have the line item details. So in line item, I have six, seven products there. Okay. Or even depending upon our product structure. Okay. So even I have seen that under a line item, there are 20 products. So all those 20 line items will get created. And under this 20 line items, there are a couple of attributes we have. So the structure, assume that that XML structure is very big. Okay. So in one order, we give this XML structure to OM or FMW. Okay. Now the from FMW, what it does is it interact to all other systems. Like Siebel directly not contact to all other systems. Siebel send the structure to only one system. It can be OM, it can be FMW, it can be XYZ. Okay. So it will give this data to one of the system. Okay. Now that system will take, they have this kind of mechanism that they will take this XML data and they will start, like they have mapping mechanism to trim this XMLs. Now let's say my XML is sending 100 line of code. Okay. Now assume that this BRM don't require all these line items detail. Maybe. Okay. Or Granite don't require all the line items. Granite may be required that, okay, what is the root product and what is the service number. So from root product and service number, Granite may work with their system. Okay. Or BRM may be required what is my billing account number and what is the root product. Okay. So this kind of trimming or this kind of like segregation, that okay, this system required this, only this information, other information are not required. This system required only this information, other system, other informations are not required. So those trimming actually done at by this system. Okay. So whatever data we are sending, what the other system will do is it will, like the first of all, we will send our XML to this system OM or FMW. Now OM or FMW will trim our data, or it will make small XML and trigger to BRM, trigger to Granite, trigger to WFMS. Okay. So these are different system. Now BRM is basically used for billing. Okay. So if I am creating a product, it means if I'm creating a product, it means I'll need to be get billed every month. The bill should get generated, or if it is prepaid, then every second the time should calculate or reduce one amount from there. Okay. So those kind of mechanism are actually enabled in the BRM system. Okay, so Siebel don't have mechanism to take those conditions. Okay, so BRM actually take care those kind of mechanism. Now granite is something like it it uh, it keeps the plate ID. Now what is plate ID? Plate ID is something like when we get a connection. So in our outside of our home, there is a setup box we have. Not setup box. There is a box we have where they plug and play. Like they plug a particular wire on that system, and from there they give a connection. Then only they can pull the connection to our home. Okay, so that system should be maintained somewhere. Some software should be there where it is keeping that what is the port IP, what is the port address. So those things are actually get maintained in the Granite system. WFMS is the workforce management system. Workforce management system is something like somebody will come to my take appointment, and somebody will come to my home. One work assignment will get assigned to a person. So where it will get maintained? It will get maintained in the WFMS system. So these are some external systems. Okay, so these things are actually taken care by external system. And whenever any order details I am sending, I'll be sending directly to FMW or OM. Now FMW or OM will trim all my XML data and send a request to or validate to some other system, BRM, Granite, WFMS, all these systems they will send. During that time, once I submitted the order and FMW received this data, my order status will become open. Okay, so I have already submitted my data. My data is already went to OM or FMW. Now the status became open. Okay, now once this open status, it will wait until all these systems give a go ahead. Okay, so they will respond. BRM will respond to OM, Granite will respond to OM, FMW will respond to OM, and from all this system, once they check okay, then only it will give us a response that okay, now we can fulfill this order. Okay, and the order status will get changed to submitted. Okay, now once this order status gets submitted, then what it will do is, okay, this session is going to close in 2 minutes. I'll share one more link. Okay, before that, let me complete this one line. So once this order gets submitted, then what it will do is the order will get converted to asset. Okay, so the asset will came into picture. So all these systems are validated that okay, we can provide this. Okay, we can provide the this order to customer. Okay, once they say yes, and a response came from OM or FMW to Siebel. Now once this submit receives, like this order confirmation came, then the order status will change as submitted, and the order will become read only. Once order got submitted, now this order, nobody can modify anything in this order. This will get read only. Okay, and the order will get submitted, the status will change to submitted. Once submitted happen, then assetization gets started. Assetization means it will create a record in the asset table. Is it clear? Till now, did we understood? Hello.
Sorry, Sushil, I have one question.
But there is no plate ID present available. Okay. So sometimes what happens now, we went to internet connection and they said that sir, there is no connection available, you wait for 1 month, we will give you the connection in next 1 month or 15 days. Okay, so what they will do, they will mm, install some new plate ID in our near to our home, then only they can give a connection. Okay, so this kind of feasibility check actually get done by external system itself, whether it is feasible to give provide or not. So the order process itself from the system itself they can configure, or they can validate that whether it is feasible or it possible or not. Okay, so that thing only we do from the external system or all these systems. Okay, so once the order got created, it will go to external system for get it validated, and once the external system, all the systems, it is not like only one system, all the systems will get give go ahead, then only the order will come back to Siebel, and the Siebel will once they give go ahead that okay we can provide this, then the order will get submitted. And once the order gets submitted, all the records present in the order line item and attributes, it will get read only. We cannot modify this order now. Okay, now what it will happen is the assetization happen. Okay, assetization means whatever my product structure, this is my product structure, correct? I choose this product, so all this product structure will get created in the asset. Okay, so asset is one more business entity called asset. Okay, will get converted into asset, and all these things will be present as a reference. Okay, so whatever we are saying here, all these things, the concept we call it as ABO. Okay, ABO, it is called as asset based ordering. Okay, so why I am saying this as asset based ordering? Okay, now the thing is, we started with code, we went to order, now we are creating the asset in the very end. But the concept in the order management concept, we calling this as asset based ordering. Okay, now why we are seeing this as asset based ordering? Because whatever we have created, this will be the asset will get create, like different asset number, asset row id will get create, the table is s underscore asset. Okay, now different row id will get populated, and this will be give as a reference. Okay, so in future if I want to change any plan, I want to go and add that I made the hello tune also, or I want to see the we have Amazon Prime. Let's say I want to see that Disney, what is that, Disney
Hotstar.
Hotstar. Okay,
Hotstar, maybe SMS, we can add another product, something.
SMS is another product. So similar kind of a product, like I want to add couple of more products. So from where I will add, I will take the reference of this asset, and I will modify the object from this asset itself. So asset is the my reference object. Okay, so any modification I will do from here. So asset is my reference. Okay, so any changes I want to do, any remove I want to do, so asset is something like it will keep the information that what is customer is currently having, that we call it as asset. Okay, so let's say I have certain plan. I don't know. I don't remember what are the plans active for me. When I am going to customer care, I'm asking to customer care by over phone that what are the plans active for me. Okay, so customer care will go to, he will, or he or she will not go to see the code, or he or she will not go to see the order, he will go and see the asset. Okay, so what are the install asset I have in the account 360 degree view, we have a tab called installed asset. Okay, so under installed asset I can see what are the products I have. Okay, Now on top of this product, on top of this product, okay, so I can add more products as well. Okay, normally when I am creating a new connection, okay, so all these line items, so these are line items. I explained that in the code, these products will become added in the line items in the order. These products will create in the line items. Okay, normally when we create any of the new connection, now order management have different functionalities. Okay, so when we are creating for the first time, that we call it as new connection. Okay. So when we create a new connection, during that time, all these line items will get create. And in the line item, there is a column called okay. So under line item, we have a column called action code. So whenever I am adding any new product, all the action code will be added.
This is related to S-Prod, Sushil.
No, it's not S product. It is actually in the line item, quote line item. All these products actually get added. So from S product, the product structure, from the product structure, it keep all this product detail, and it is getting added under quote line item. Okay. So in the quote line item, I can see there will be a column called action code.
Okay.
Okay, and in the action code, if I am adding for the first time, the all the line items will give us add. Okay, but if in the next time I am creating, okay, now this is already added for me. Under asset, I can see all these line items are already there. Okay, now for the next time when I create, now it will take a reference of this asset. Okay, now let's say I want to modify certain things. Okay, so what it will do is it will take the reference from asset, and it will create one more code. Okay, so this code got completed, order got completed means code got completed, code order, these things are done. Okay, now when I am trying to modify any object next time, after 1 month 2 month, I decide that I want to take hello tune, I want to take hotstar. So what I will do, I will go and ask the customer care that you please modify my objects. So the next order type is modify objects. Okay, modify has also some of the organization detail.
So these action like it's modify or new connection, these will be done at the order level or at the asset level.
Modify was, I'll explain. Okay. Normally what happen now, modify was means one more code will get generate, then one more order will get generate. It will go to external system, it will come back, and asset will get changed. Okay. Normally what happens now, we all these things are done through task. Okay. So what it will do is once we select a modify was, I want to do any modify was, I'll go to that customer account. Okay, and I will select the installed asset product, whatever product, like let's say under this account, Susil Bera is the account. I search the Susil Bera account, I drilled out under account 360-degree view. I'll be having a line item called sorry, I'll be having a product and services install asset as let's say 9163893110. So that number it will show, and this is for this particular service number I have all these plans active. Okay, so what I can choose, I can choose this plan 999 and I can do modify. There is a modify button. Okay, so once I click modify button, one more new task will open where I can, or product configurator will open where I can add this two product. Okay, so once I will add this two product and I'll close that product configurator. Now what it will happen is one new quote will get generated. Now this new quote, from where it got generated, it took the reference from asset actually. So that is the reason it always, it says that it is all these things are asset based ordering. Okay, so asset based ordering, why? Because it is taking the reference from asset. Now first of all it will get quote will get generated, the line item will get copied from here. Okay, and under this the action code, the existing plan which are already present, the action code will remain as hyphen. Okay, so where we don't have any change, I am typing as existing here, but it will be hyphen. Okay, so wherever I have the existing thing, okay, so the value will be hyphen. Okay,
This action code, Sushil, I'm still not clear where this column resides actually.
and a line item, na? Quote line item. I'll show you. Let me open my application and show.
So this order management, what all industries application we are having, Sushil, in all the industries?
Domain, and let's say there are even automobile domain also, they maintain the order management. Okay, so think
So
here,
every time we add this product, these are like a product only, right? Under asset,
consider
whatever
product.
we
Yes,
are adding.
yes, yes.
Okay, so every product it will be creating the asset like a new asset.
Every product will be considered as a new asset. Yes, correct.
Okay. Now I have one more question. See, it is like for customer as Sushil,
Yeah,
this they have created a quote order asset, and then let's say I am also asking for new number,
yeah.
and then again they will be creating quote order and asset for my particular number also. And if let's say we both are choosing the same plan, that plan 333,
Huh.
so for both of our products it will be creating two assets in asset table.
Yes, like account wise, the asset will get changed. Na? Like let's say for your account also, you are taking two different, one prepaid connection and postpaid connection. Okay. Now for your account, prepaid connection will be having the asset details and postpaid connection will having one more asset details. Okay.
Okay, so it is like every account or every number it will be associated to the number or something like that, is it? Like in the telecom industry it will be associated to the number against which what all services I am subscribing to.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay.
So that number we call this as service number. Okay.
Okay, so this is like under every line item or under every for every quote item it will be creating asset. What is the use of this asset going forward, Sushil? I'm
No,
still not able to
that
understand.
will be
Like,
the reference. Okay. Now let's say you have a prepaid connection where customer will see that for how many connection you are having. Okay. So customer will
hmm,
see in the under asset tab.
hmm,
So what
hmm.
asset you are currently having, that we can see in the asset tab itself. Okay.
Acha, okay. Got it. So once my
And
connection is active and my complete my order is completed, that time my this plan gets saved as a under asset. So whatever I am currently having, and if I need to modify anything, I just need to do this asset table.
Yeah. Correct.
Mm.
when whatever, see, one more thing, Sushil, like once this asset is created, right? And so what are all products are available there, and those only will be available to customer, right? For example, uh, for the SMS is there, or video,
Correct, correct,
some
correct.
plan is, some internet roaming is there, and these products only available to customer. So, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Only the products which are there in the asset level, those are available to the customer.
Those are those are will get added here. Okay. Now under, let's say,
No, but I have one basic question.
yeah, yeah.
What is the difference between the quote and order? So without quote, can't we generate the order from
we can
opportunity
we
itself
can we
directly?
can Okay, that's not a problem. Like in some of the organization I have seen, they bypass the quote itself, they create directly
Yeah.
order. That's not a problem. Okay, but Siebel provided this mechanism to make life easy. Okay, so that's why they have the order. Okay, like a quote and order, but we can directly create order. That's not a problem. Okay, we can.
Okay. But can we bypass the order and create a quote and then proceed with asset? Is it possible?
Can other people go on mute? Like some background noise it is coming.
I think it's on my side only. My kids are playing with me.
Oh, okay, okay,
Just a
okay.
minute, I'll just
Yeah,
make them move out. Yeah. Thank you.
okay. So see, from here I can
Yeah.
add the product. Okay. So that
Hmm.
under this product I have action code. Let's say I'll go to order.
But this flow is mandatory, is it? I mean, we need to create an account, contact, and opportunity. Opportunity is also
Normally,
mandatory
look,
to.
the vanilla flow is something like this, but it depends upon different organization. Okay, let's say somebody wants to change something. Okay, so custom they can do customize, but the flow is something like this. And I have seen a lot of organizations they follow the same approach. Okay.
So this opportunity is also mandatory, is it, for creating an order? Or
Opportunity is not mandatory. Like I have personally, I worked in three different organizations where
mm,
opportunity, like in one of my organization, I have seen that they are using this thing, the opportunity. Else, two organization I have seen they are not using the this thing.
so why is it like that, Sushil? Actually, I mean, what is the main purpose of this opportunity? And also, I'm a bit confused actually sometimes. Even if when we are creating an order, so do we need to create an opportunity or no? So why we need to create an opportunity? Why we don't need to create an opportunity? In which scenario we need to do what?
Okay.
You know, audible, Sushil?
Yeah, yeah, you are audible. I'll tell. Okay, just one second.
Okay, sure. Right. So here we are creating an order, is it?
No, I am just trying to show you the action code. Okay.
Okay, okay. I think it's uh, line item level or line details.
Line item
Yeah.
level only I am creating, but
You are under sales order, Sushil. It is available under sales order also.
mm,
I think orders is something different, right? Service orders. Yeah. Okay, when we create a new order, it will be pending status, right? First status is pending.
Yeah. We'll create a new product tomorrow, okay? And I'll show you how product get configured, how the codes get started. Actually, thing is, we need to activate lot of workflow. I have that list. I'll give you those list also. So for order management, those workflows need to be get activated first.
Okay.
Where is column display? See action code. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Right.
this action code will tell me, okay, that whether the value should be existing or new or anything. Okay. So so for me, because I am adding for the first time, the action code is add. Okay. So here I have three different values: add, existing, and delete. Okay. So when I am creating a modify order, okay, Damodar, can you go on mute?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I am creating the first time, then the action code. So action code will be present under quote line item and order line item. It's not related to product. Okay, in the product it will not show. It will show under quote line item and order line item. Okay, so action code will tell me that whether this particular line item, okay, is actually we are creating for the first time or we are modifying or what exactly we are doing. Okay, now assume that this is my plan which is already I have used. Okay, so this plan, this product which I have used. Okay, so this is existing plan I have. Okay, in my asset I can see this is present. Okay, now customer care called, like a customer called to the customer care and asked that I need hello tune, you add a hello tune for me or hotstar for me. Okay, or even not even calling, what they did is from the mobile app we have my Airtel app now where we can choose or add some of the subscription. Okay, so once I click, a request will go to Siebel, and once a request will go to Siebel, it will create a code. From where it will create the code? It will go and check this particular asset, and whatever value I have in my this asset, it will simply go and copy in the code. Okay, so once it get copied to the code, the all the line item present for this asset will be existing. Okay, so all this line item will simply get copied to code and the action code will remain existing. Okay, on top of that, one line item will get added hello tune, and assume that this is my line item. I'm just copying it here. Under quote item I have all this line item and I have the action code. This is my product name. Under line item I have a field called product name, and under action code I have value as existing. So existing I am typing here, but in the application you will show as hyphen. Okay, it will show as hyphen. Okay, so all this value will simply get copied from the existing asset. Okay, now am I audible? Can somebody confirm?
Yes, please.
Yeah. And these two thing will get as added. Okay. So by this, it is actually it happened like this. And somebody can say that I don't want Amazon Prime. It's okay with me. I don't want Amazon Prime. Please remove this Amazon Prime and give me Hotstar. That can be possible. So in that case, what customer care will do? What customer care will do? He will remove this. So how it will get removed? So how it will get removed? So from the product configuration, he will remove this product and the action code will, like this product will be show under this and this action code will become as a delete. Okay. And the Hotstar will show as add. Okay. So from the asset, in case of asset based ordering, the asset details will be get copied to the code and the action code will tell me that what is going to happen, which product is going to remove, which product is going to add. Okay. From the asset action code itself, we will be trying to config, like we will try to identify that which line items are going to delete and which line items are going to add. Okay. The same thing will get followed to order and same thing will get followed to external system. Now external system, once it receives what are the changes, so from the action code itself they identify that okay, the, let's say billing will add that okay, this customer want to add this two and remove this two. From the action code only they need to identify. Now sometimes what happens now, these existing line items are not required to send to billing. It, we can only send this three line item, like the root product followed by this three line item, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, and this Hello Tube. Okay. So these three things, it will go to BRM and billing will do the corresponding change and it will give back to Siebel. Okay. So this trimming and all this actually done in FMW or OM. Okay. And once they give response back, the order will get submit and the from the asset it will remove, it will completely remove. In the asset it will not show itself. Okay. So there is nothing called Amazon Prime in the asset we can see, and my asset became the entire thing like this. Okay. So is it clear till now?
Yeah, see, yeah, Sushil. So, when we say the asset is provisioned, right, and you mentioned from Siebel, we can click on a button so that we can add or delete the products, right? So, what
Yeah.
is the button actually? I mean, from asset? Is it from asset or is from order?
Hmm. It, uh, can you come again?
My question is, and as you mentioned, like asset level, we have these products, right? Only four products are there, okay? And if we want to add this Hello Tune or Hotstar, and you mentioned that when click on a button, so the code will be created,
Correct.
which copies the asset details and code will be created. So what is
Correct.
that button? Uh, how the code is generated from asset?
Like we have modify asset button. Okay. So once
Oh,
the
okay.
thing is from account there is a modify as we have button. Okay. Once we click that modify as, then one code will automatically get generated. Okay.
Okay, it's a modify was from account, is it?
Modify as is the button by which on clicking the modify as, it will copy the asset detail and create a code automatically. Okay. From
Okay,
there
from the
we
account
can,
level, you are saying.
huh, from account level, like it will redirect to a code screen, but in the account
Hmm.
screen we have a modify as button. Okay. Maybe I
Okay.
can show you. Let me see if I have. Just a second. See, I have installed asset. I have a modify button. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So by this
Some
clicking
account
on
will.
this, what it will do is it will create a quote itself directly. Automatically, it will
Mm,
go to quote screen itself. Okay. There I
okay.
can choose my like whatever new product I want to add, whatever old
Mm,
product I want to remove. Those things I can do from there. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
yeah, sure, Sushil. Yeah. Can you go back to the previous screen? Excel sheet, yeah. And here, once order so get generated, and we will send this data to OM, right, for validating. Okay, OM or
correct, correct,
FMW.
correct.
And further, it will send to BRM and Granite other systems.
Yes.
So Siebel will receive data from, sorry, response from BRM or Granite, or OM only always.
No, OM
Uh,
only response back. They
oh,
like the single point of contact will be OM and FMW. Okay, so uh, all order management process flow like this. Siebel will give this data to OM or FMW. They will
mhm.
take all this response and they will consolidated response. They will send to Siebel. Okay,
Okay, consolidated. And in order level, do we have different statuses like, okay, this is the OM status and this is a BRM status or something, or is
we
it a
have we have
consolidated?
we have depending upon the business logic, we have different status. Okay, so or
Okay,
uh, wait open like this different status we have. Okay,
okay.
hold.
And see, mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. So like we have a different fields or something in the order level, which says, okay, this is a, OM status and this is a BRM status and this is a granite status or something,
yeah,
right?
correct,
Okay. And order also, like, see, when we create a new order, and initially it will be in the in progress, right?
correct.
And probably we'll just verify all the details like order items and attributes have been created or not. Then this validated is internal only, completely internal validation will perform on the order,
Yes, yes,
correct?
yes.
And once its internal validation is done, and we'll send this data to external system.
Yeah, correct.
How do we send that? Is there any button in order level
The
to
submit
send this
button,
data
na?
to external?
Submit button. There is a submit button in the order screen. Okay,
Okay,
don't worry,
okay.
I will
Mm,
show you everything in my system
flow.
itself. Okay, in the
Fine.
application I'll show you. This is for make you understand the flow first. Okay, what is
Mm,
happening in the back end, what we are doing and why we are doing. Okay, now I will create the product, I will add it under code, I'll show you under order what are the workflow are getting activated. So everything I'll show you, not today but tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow same time we will connect from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay, so whatever workflow required, whatever product creation, everything I'll show you in the application. Okay, so
mm.
till now is it clear to everyone? Can some like can everyone confirm?
Yeah, fine, Sushila. From my side, it's
Sushil,
okay.
I have few queries.
Yes,
Maybe I'll come at the end.
Maybe this meeting will get end. I'll generate one more meeting and we'll take questions only. Okay, so you if you don't have question, you no need to join. If you have question, you can join and we will take the questions only. And tomorrow same time we'll join again. Okay, so I'm sharing one more time everyone to everyone. Okay.